is based on my internet research. It may not be 100% accurate.
Hey YouTube family, welcome back to the channel. It's me Universe Collector. In today's video we will talk about a beautiful fitness model. People are often amazed to see the beauty of this fitness model. What do you think about this beautiful fitness model? Tell us in the comments.
Growing up ain't easy. Too many things to do weekly. Too many thoughts to think deeply. Too many thoughts to be sleeping. Yeah, oh my god, I'm not eating. I feel so empty, I'm receding. And all of my friends are misleading. All of these posts and the lives they're leading. Yeah, oh, no way, I ain't gon' stand for this today. I'ma keep my head down, I'm okay. I don't wanna listen to a word they say. And we all know fear is a slogan, yeah. And we all feel broken, yeah. And we all outspoken. Need someone who could just so sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days. Never knowing the right way, yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way. And we all deal with our pain, oh yeah. No, I'm not down, no, I'm not out. If I got a voice, they gon' hear me shout. I can make my own choice and we've all got a mouth. I'ma make noise, yeah, that I don't doubt. I don't feel failure, not yet. Mistakes they make, yeah, better don't regret. And like Drake said, man, I'm upset. Too many people out here wasting their breath, yeah, yeah. And still I feel like we've just all been going crazy. Too many people need to find themselves some safety. Just take control of your life, it's all day to day, yeah. Don't need nobody else, myself can always save. Sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days. Never knowing the right way, yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way. And we all deal with our pain, oh yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days. Never knowing the right way, yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way. And we all deal with our pain, and I feel so empty, I'm receding. And all of my friends are misleading. All of these posts and the lives they're leading, yeah. Oh, no way, I ain't gon' stand for this today. I'ma keep my head down, I'm okay. I don't wanna listen to a word they say. And we all know fear is a slogan, yeah. And we all feel broken, yeah. And we all outspoken. Need someone who could just so sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days. Never knowing the right way, yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way. And we all deal with our pain, oh yeah. No, I'm not down, no, I'm not out. If I got a voice, they gon' hear me shout. I can make my own choice and we've all got a mouth. I'ma make noise, yeah, that I don't.
And if you have come for the first time on the channel and you have not subscribed the channel yet, then press the subscribe button now and also press the bell icon to see more new videos like this. And now we come to the video.
Tamra Dae was born in Los Angeles, California. She got a thirst for training with her background in soccer at an early age. But with a period of inactivity, she soon found a new love for bodybuilding with her mother and father as her coach and inspiration. She has gone from leaps to bounds in the fitness and fashion world, working as a top model and taking part in bodybuilding competitions. She shows no signs of slowing down with a huge following on social media. She is an inspiration for people every day. Among the successful names Tamra has made for herself in the modeling and fitness world, she is also creating her own brand based on her look and style and risen to the top of social media. Her fan base continue to grow every single day. Tamra was a former soccer player previous to her bodybuilding career. There was a time after playing soccer when she went through a period of inactivity. She said she could not stand being out of shape. When she finally decided to get fit again, she did not really know where to go or even how to work out in the gym, as all she knew was her soccer training. But luckily enough for Tamra, both of her parents were former bodybuilders. She went straight to her mother and father and asked their advice in preparation for her first show. She says she always been a self-motivated, admitted she never needed anyone to push her to do things in life. It was always off her own back. She said, I have always wanted the best for myself, whether that was my grades in school, athletic achievements or business goals. Studying fashion design in college, she was always interested in being creative. She also hoped one day to become a model. One day both of her dreams finally came true when her former co-worker asked Tamra if she wanted to model for an online company. Tamra jumped at the chance and said of course. Ever since that moment, she has been in the limelight and modeled for some of the biggest names in the sporting industry. She has also been fortunate enough to start her own fashion label which represents her own unique styles. She said, I signed up for my first show and gave myself 5 weeks to get into shape. Once I found fitness and realized that I could make something for myself in this arena, I set my sights on the bigger dreams and goals. I for sure never thought would ever happen for a short muscular girl with bad skin, but I wanted it bad and was not going to stop until I found a way. She always dreamed of being a fashion and fitness model, but she never thought in her wildest dreams she would be doing fashion shoots and working in bodybuilding as a career, especially as she did not hold herself in highest regards. Tamra thought of herself as a short, muscular girl with bad skin. It's clear to see Tamra kept her dreams alive and made them happen. Using social media to grow her popularity, she says it's played a huge part in her success, but she continued to work hard in becoming even more successful for the future. She also admits it has not been an easy ride. There were many obstacles in her way, but with the right amount of planning and preparation, she continued to grow both in physics and in the fashion world. She said, social media has played such a big role in my success and continued growth. However, it was not always been easy, and I have hit roadblocks, but I have been very strategic in my planning. Tamra's next big plans are to continue building her own fashion brand that will be totally unique and personal to her style. She wants to make it a huge success and share it with all of her fans and followers around the world. She said, my next step is to build my own brand that is something very personal to me and it can be shared with all of my wonderful followers. Although her love is now bodybuilding, she still likes to mix it up and will add in some techniques she learned whilst playing soccer. Something along the lines of weights and HIIT is Tamra's favorite mix. Tamra is very intelligent when it comes to training. She knows how important it is to listen to her own body rather than keep pushing through and following a strict program, which she knows could lead to further injuries. She said, I think it's really all about finding what works for you and will give you the best results. There are a few exercises that Tamra will always recommend to anyone looking to get stronger and stay fit. Bulgarian splits squats really help with the biggest part of my body, my hamstrings. Using dumbbells for this exercise really works my arms and shoulder too. Cable kickbacks. I love this because you can do so many variations that will target hamstrings, the glutes, and the inner and outer leg, which makes it a multifunctional exercise. Push-ups. I like this exercise because you don't have to do many for them to be effective. I only drink protein shake after a heavy lifting season. Otherwise, I stick to food for my protein sources. I take a multivitamin and a vitamin for my immune system in the afternoon. That's it. Tamra likes to keep it simple and mainly use whole food sources for protein and her other macros. She rarely drinks a protein shakes, mainly only after a very heavy weight seasons, but she will take a multivitamin for her immune system in the afternoon. Being quite muscular, Tamra, now that her body needs to be fed with the right foods, especially protein. She will eat mainly lean protein such as chicken and fish, but will occasionally eat red meat. Her diet is quite varied depending on her training goals, but she admits, I always start my morning off with a coffee. She said, I am in love with building my business, so right now, to me, that's creative and fun. Otherwise, I enjoy relaxing in my house, watching cooking shows, documentaries and anything funny or travel related on Netflix. Tamra was first inspired by her mother and father, who were previously bodybuilders. This is where she learned everything she needed to know about how, when and what to train. However, it was not all her family's influence that got her into fitness. She says, I have always been very self-motivated and driven. I have never had anyone in my life push me to do anything. I have always wanted the best for myself, whether that was my grades in school, athletic achievements, or business goals. She also has a huge following on social media and is consistently supporting her huge fan base. She inspires people for all around the world to chase their dreams and achieving the body they desire. She's become an inspiration for her huge number of followers around the world. Tamra is always striving for her goals in and out of the gym. She is focused on making her own business a success. There's a lot of spark and ambition that driven her forward, but for Tamra, it's not a job for her, it's creative and fun. She also shows us that if we want to improve any part of our body, then all we need to do is choose a couple of exercises and try to perfect them. For Tamra, she likes to work on her glutes and squats, but for you, it might be your abs or shoulders. Whatever it may be, with the right focus and intelligent training plan, you too can have your very own physique of greatness. She runs a website with the own names, where she said, as a former athlete and comparative bodybuilder, I made my way into the fitness world bright-eyed and naive to the inner working of the industry. For years I tried to climb to the top by doing what I thought were all the right things to earn my place. The intense dieting and lifting regimen, financially strain and politics finally catch up to me, and I left the sport for good in 2014. With my self-image fractured and in poor mental health, I decided to embark on a journey of inner healing. Not sure where it would take me. I swore to be vulnerable, transparent, and truly connect to those who wanted to follow along. Without knowing, I built a community of like-minded people who were ready to take the leap with me. I built Break House Body as a safe place to talk about the unspoken truth around health and fitness, and gained a tribe of women who were on a similar path to owning and loving who they were physically and mentally. I launched my second baby, Private Sunless, in 2018 after 15 years in the sunless tanning industry. After a year of doing freelance spray tanning, I took a leap of faith and went into R&D to create an all-natural, clear self-tan for sensitive skin, getting to merge my self-tanning knowledge with my two passions. Building business and brand development has been an amazing learning lesson, and I continue to be amazed by the responses I receive from women around the world in how the product changed the way they look at their skin and their bodies. I decided to share my struggle with breast implant illness in April of 2019. Being open about my skin issues has allowed me to heal deep wounds while opening conversation for others to share their stories and connect on a more profound level, one I could have only dreamed of, all due to the power of social media and people's willingness to be vulnerable and real, something our culture is in desperate need of. It is such a blessing to be a part of a movement where women are becoming more empowered to be their authentic self-slaves, to show up in the world and say, here I am, determined to use my voice and my story to influence our generation into creating more wholehearted, open and honest lives. Love is always the answer. She said, I think it's really all about finding what works for you and will give you the best results. Once I found fitness and realized that I could make something for myself in this arena, I set my sights on bigger dreams and goals.
And if you have come for the first time on the channel and you have not subscribed the channel yet, then press the subscribe button now and also press the bell icon to see more new videos like this.